right. So, I have a new favorite clip from China that I want to show you guys. And this is hilarious. Okay, let's have a look at it. Can I have a look at it? Where is it? Why can't I get the play button up there? Ah, there we go. Oh my god, everything's going wrong today. Oh well, we'll just roll with it. Always technical hiccups on this channel. Okay, so let's have a look. This is definitely the best clip coming out of China this year, or possibly in the history of clips coming out of China. So here it is. Okay guys, if you didn't understand what they were saying, actually, how about somebody in the chat tell us what they were saying? What were they saying? And it wasn't nice, by the way. Let's just show you again. Okay, while I wait for somebody to answer. The best clip from China, for sure. Okay, well, I guess nobody's going to tell me, so they are basically saying, this is in Chinese, this is "Cao ni ma, cao ni ma, cao ni ma," which means F your mum. So obviously some kind of altercation has happened on the street, and they're literally just face to face shouting "Cao ni ma, F your mum," which is just hilarious. And you kind of see this a lot in China. Sometimes you even see people like having this thing called a spit war, where they literally spit at each other while they're arguing. They don't really want to hit each other because, you know, if it escalates, then they could get into a lot of trouble, right? So if they just stand there face to face going "Cao ni ma, cao ni ma, cao ni ma," then they won't really get into trouble with the police. So it is just hilarious. That's my new favorite clip. Okay, anyway.
Off, Nate, shut up.
No, mate.
Okay. Do you remember this guy called Krusty the Communist? Right, so in case you don't know who Krusty the Communist is, he's this guy here. Hold on. That's Brendan, Dr. K, the main man. Okay, that's Krusty just there in his little puffer jacket or whatever he's wearing. Okay, so Krusty is a guy who loves the CCP. He's a fan of communism, and he basically goes around kind of agitating and annoying different people to try and get a rise out of them. He targeted Brendan, Kavanagh, Dr. K in St. Pancras Station, and luckily I was there the first time Krusty showed up because I immediately identified him, because I've seen him in a previous video where he's harassing a Falun Gong member, and he was very rude to her, and I knew exactly who he was. He just goes around really just trying to piss people off, and he was trying to do the same with Brendan, but I think he was trying to play the part of Mr. Nice Guy, but his cover was blown. So here's Krusty.
That's great, but it doesn't give you a right to shout in people's faces and tell people what to
Krusty
do.
the hypocrite, by the way.
Give me a right to freedom of speech, boss.
Yeah, but not to harass people. Yeah, but not to harass people.
Okay, so he doesn't... He thinks that harassing people is bad. That's what he just said there, right? He's like, oh, you have the freedom of speech, but not the right to harass people. But then he shows up at the piano and harasses Brendan.
Why should I listen carefully when you don't listen carefully?
Because you are in my
Why
space.
should I listen carefully?
You are harassing
you
me,
don't listen
and I want you
carefully.
to move over
You don't
there.
ever listen carefully. You don't listen carefully.
If there's any solicitors
You
watching,
never listen at all.
would you class this as harassment? Because I do not want to engage with him, and he's in my face.
Yeah, but not to harass people.
Governments are coming down to have a word with you anyway. St. Pancras.
Lovely, I'll wait to speak with them. I don't want to speak with you.
Don't they?
You're welcome.
You're asked to.
Yes, you did.
Doesn't mean I have to shut up, however.
It does mean you're
it doesn't. It means
obnoxious
nothing to me.
wanker if you don't.
By the way, I have no idea who that guy is in the mask.
I'm not trying to speak with you. Nobody wants to hear you. It means you're being an obnoxious wanker.
Oh,
If you
yeah, you're
carry
being an
on shouting
obnoxious
at somebody,
wanker.
telling
Okay.
them what to do.
I mean, if you stop screaming in my face and sticking that in my...
Screaming in your face.
So he likes to sing these communist songs as well, by the way.
Obnoxious wanker. Obnoxious wanker. But it doesn't give you a right to shout in people's faces.
Get out my face.
Obnoxious wanker.
That's it, open here.
Obnoxious wanker.
In my...
Screaming in your face.
社会主义好，社会主义好，社会主义国家人民地位高。南派北大好，帝国主义家人为了好好
Obnoxious wanker.
Okay, so just when you thought that he disappeared forever, Krusty appears again. There he is, Krusty. We have a new Krusty sighting, ladies and gentlemen, and here he is, the man himself.
Partly feel bad because most officers are stupid, lazy bastards, really. But she was actually really on it, as much as any police officer I've ever encountered.
NE,
Am
Northeast?
I being filmed right now, by the way? Am I being filmed right now?
Yeah.
Yeah? I'd rather not. I'm just having a chat with the officer.
You've got a bag of meat in your hand, so it
I have
attracted
got a
my
bag of
attention.
meat. Okay.
Oh, you're eating it?
Yeah, I am eating it.
Damn.
That's
What, it's a steak?
No, it is what it is, yeah. Do you mind?
While you're talking to the cops, I'm going to film.
Is it being streamed?
Yes.
It's being streamed from the GoPro
Yes.
in real time.
Yes.
Oh.
You look fine.
Honestly, mate, I'd rather not. Can you? Yeah, I'm just asking you nicely. Can
Yeah.
you not? Can you not film me?
I'm going to reply nicely. I'm going to continue filming.
Sorry.
I'm going to reply nicely. I'm going to continue
Okay, I'm
filming.
gonna stop speaking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. While you talk to the cops, I'm going to film you because it's interaction. I want to film you. I want to film them, really.
It's just childish, man. It's childish.
Is it?
It is, yeah.
Okay. My viewers are enjoying the video. So,
Great.
not just you, like the whole video.
That's great. That's
So,
great.
Talking to people is part of
I
it,
just
you know?
don't want. So that's it. I'm done talking to you.
Fair enough. Have a nice day, yeah?
I'm a.
Okay, so he doesn't want to be filmed, right? Just there he says he doesn't want to be filmed, and he's calling the guy childish for filming him in a public place, just walking around. This guy, I think it's DJE Media. He's one of these auditor guys, I think, and he just goes around filming like interactions in public, films the police. I think he flies his drone every now and again as well. And so what he does is he like goes to these places and he just starts filming. Krusty is there trying to be annoying to the police as he usually does and just provoke things and that kind of thing. And I think recently, obviously, Brendan Kavanagh, Dr. K, made Krusty famous, right, with all of his videos. And I think Krusty now is really aware of this, and he just doesn't want to be on film in case any of Brendan's fans see him. And I watched this DJE Media guy's videos, and as soon as I saw Krusty, I was like, oh my god, it's Krusty, he's back. He's back. And it kind of made me wish that I went to London that day and possibly might have bumped into him, because I probably would have been in that area as well. But yeah, it's funny how he's accusing this guy of being childish, especially when he was the one who went up to Brendan and started harassing him, singing all of these stupid communist songs to try and provoke something in St. Pancras Station. You know what I mean? It's funny how he says, oh, you're being childish, mate. Like, what the hell? What is he even talking about? And there's more to it, so let's listen. Here he talks about... Anyway, we'll just listen to it.
Legal nerd. I'm a police nerd. And
I'm a police nerd. Did he just say I'm a police nerd? What the hell is a police nerd, by the way? I'm a police nerd. Okay, good one.
like finding out about their... and I also like getting idiots, like the EU folks and some of the idiot, opposite side demonstrators done for assault and stuff like that.
Right.
So here he is confessing that this is his stick. This is what he does. He tries to get people done for assault. And I think this was his idea when he was harassing Dr. K. He was trying to provoke a reaction from Dr. K or anybody in that area so he could get them done for harassment and get them, maybe even sue them, you know what I mean? Get some compensation or something. That seems to be what this guy's doing.
Because they don't realize that, like, everyone has equal freedom of speech, but they think they have freedom of speech, and then if you come and demonstrate against them, then they can...
And then he's saying that, right? But then he was trying to tell the guy to stop filming him. Ridiculous.
Hit you or whatever, and it's okay. I had this fucking idiot on YouTube attacking me and smearing me and stalking me and
he's talking about Dr. K, by the way.
And targeting me non-stop. And he had about 2 million followers. So that's why I'm a bit, like...
No, I just live stream these
weird.
events.
No, I know, but I'm just a bit weird about...
So, he said that Dr. K was stalking him and harassing him. It's completely the other way around. Like, what the hell is Krusty... Well, I don't know, man. I want whatever he's smoking because it puts you into some weird delusional state where the exact opposite happens of what you say. What? Oh, my God. He's absolutely contradicting himself here. You know what I mean? Like, can you believe this guy? Seriously.
Being on, because when one of his followers see me on one of somebody's streams or something, it's a whole nother round of bullshit. And it was a big ordeal for me.
A big ordeal that you started, Krusty. He started the big ordeal. He wanted that attention.
Earlier this year, so that's why I was a bit weird about it.
I've been in some...
That's why you were weird about being filmed, because you started a big ordeal that got you famous, that got you infamous. Everybody knows who Krusty is. And by the way, I came up with that nickname for this guy, which is hilarious because his name is plastered all over Brendan's videos and now on this DJE Media's videos as well, which is hilarious.
Situation, mate. I get it.
But I do find it quite childish, if I'm honest with you. Like, we are on the same side.
He was totally childish when he was harassing Dr. K.
But if somebody asks you nicely and makes it a friendly request saying, I don't want to be on the stream, it's not like something big was happening that you needed to get.
Bless him. Poor old Krusty. You gotta feel sorry for him, though. I mean, the funny thing is he's the one going round trying to cause trouble and harassing people. And it's just ridiculous what he does. And he's kind of admitted now that he tries to provoke a reaction from people so, maybe he can get something out of it. And he's the one also always going around filming people and showing up at different protests and basically arguing the exact opposite at these protests to provoke a reaction from everybody else who is just there to have their protest. They don't really want to get into a confrontation. They just want to make their point. And he always goes there with the exact opposite point of view, tries to counter them, even though he doesn't believe it. And it's just a weird guy, to be honest with you. Just a really weird guy. Anyway, let's move on because we don't want to focus on good old Krusty too much, do we?
Asks you nicely and makes it a friendly request saying, I don't want to be on the stream. It's not like something big was happening that you needed to get.
Okay, so this clip has been doing the rounds all over the internet, especially over Twitter, which is where I grabbed it from. But let's have a look, because this is really quite disturbing, guys. Have a look at the student at the top. Faints,
一个孩子倒下去了，一个孩子倒下去了，一个孩子倒下去了，看到没？一个孩子倒下去了，谁都没管，老师不在。一个孩子竟然倒下去了，也没人管。看。
They're trying to signal for help. Look.
看到没？躺在地上，孩子们在叫老师，也没人管。
Nobody cares.
让他自己爬起来，看到没？
I translated this by the way.
看到没？好，老师绑着手出来了，就是这个老师在启发学生，就是这个老师，就是这个老师。就是这个老师，大家看清楚他的面目。他让孩子站在太阳底下多少时间，他自己躲在里面。
Look, he's
看到
just
没？
walked off.
你看好。
Oh my god.
还会有第二个、第三个孩子倒下去。
Look at that. Ask yourself, is this kind of behavior the norm? I mean, is this really like what happens in China? You know, like, I mean, look, there's some more adults standing at the back there. Look, let me just take it back. I mean, look, there's just some woman wearing like some visor with her back turned to the kids. You know, I don't know who that is, but there's another adult there. There's a teacher who's just obviously standing there off camera, just watching the whole thing. And apparently they were standing there for half an hour. I mean, that's ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, what was that? Why were they standing there? Was it some kind of punishment or what? And why do they just leave the kid there? I mean, who knows what happens after the clip is finished, you know, but one would hope that some people came to rescue that kid, to help that kid, take him to hospital or give him the treatment that he needs. I mean, standing in the sun for half an hour like that is just ridiculous anyway. You don't make students do that. I mean, what kind of school is this? Is this like a military academy? Because that's how they're treating the kids. It's just disgusting. And look in the background there. You can see some more like teachers just sitting around there. What the hell is going on?
太阳底下已经
This guy just walks
晒了
past.
有半个小时了，连刚才一段视频已经有半个小时了。
Wow. No empathy for your fellow student, right? It's disturbing, guys. It's disturbing. And this is kind of sometimes what I'm afraid of, you know, if China gets more influence over the world. I mean, I know it's a bit of a stretch because, you know, everybody can see through their crap propaganda. Well, I hope so, right? But imagine, like, you know, we started like mimicking how they treat their students in our schools and that kind of thing. It would just be awful, right? And this is kind of what I'm afraid of. Okay, we've got another one. We've got the greedy grannies and grandpas of China, those selfish shelvers. And you see this kind of thing a lot in China. For example, if you go to the toilet and you want some toilet paper, tough crap. Well, not literally, but you will not be able to get any toilet paper because somebody would have come into that toilet and just hoarded it all for themselves. Okay, now I just want to be clear, not everybody in China behaves like this. It's just a select few, and usually they're these middle-aged grandmas and grandpas, those lost generation ones, you know. They went through this whole famine with the Great Leap Forward and the Cultural Revolution. So they have this kind of like survival of the fittest mentality, or as I like to call it, survival of the grabbiest. And they will grab everything and they'll ruin it for everybody else. Like this woman here, look. Right, just take all of those bags for yourself, love, and don't really care about anybody else, you know what I mean? Like, whatever, other people, they don't matter, do they? You know, no one else wants to use the bags. I think you can see maybe her trolley's full of them as well there. She will just take all of those bags, and this one cracks me up. Look at them. The lid hasn't even been taken off of the pot, this big massive pot filled with noodles, and they're just trying to grab all of the noodles in that pot. Look at this. Look, the lid's not even off properly, then they're going ape shit. Oh my god. Look at them. They just... Oh my god. No lining up. No respect for anybody else. Just get those noodles as quickly as possible, because if you don't get them, somebody else will. Okay, this is another funny clip that I found as well. It just shows you just like a crappy car with one of those automatic boots that open, or you guys in America call it a trunk, and it just lifts this poor girl up. She gets her hand trapped there, look. A tofu car. I mean, I'm not sure if it hurts that much, my dear. I think she's being a little bit dramatic there. Hopefully her hand is okay. Oh dear. There we go, look. See, she got it out. It's not a problem. Just, yeah, made in China cars. Oh dear. Alright guys, so my video, I just wanted to quickly talk about it. The video that I did at the China visa office in London, it's still getting views. It's still doing the rounds around, especially in Taiwan. The video went really viral in Taiwan amongst the Taiwanese audience. For some reason, they really enjoyed it, and I don't know why. I don't know why they enjoyed it. Obviously, because I'm supporting Taiwan and showing that Taiwan is not a part of China, even though China would like you to believe that Taiwan is a part of China. Obviously it isn't, because my video clearly demonstrates that. So anyway, the video has been doing the rounds in Taiwan, as I just said, and it's been featured in several newspapers in Taiwan, also on several YouTube channels. And here is one of the videos that they made about me. I did an interview on one of the news channels, so let's have a look at it. It's pretty good. I'm going to change the camera there because there we go. That's better. It's a bit closer. You get to see my beautiful face, right? So, yeah. Actually, I'll take me off of there so we can see it properly. And I will translate what they say. So let's have a listen. One visa here?
No, it's only for mainland China.
So Taiwan isn't a part of China?
英国 YouTuber 路易斯跑到伦敦的中国签证申请服务中心，想办来台签证，遭到拒绝。
So she was like, British YouTuber Lewis went to the Chinese visa application service centre in London and tried to apply for a visa to Taiwan, but was refused.
现场还有一名女性主动加入话题。
There was also a woman at the scene who tried to talk to Lewis.
I thought this was where you got your visa for Taiwan.
No, the embassy. You just Google it.
In the Taiwanese embassy. Oh, okay.
在中国办事处无法取得前往台湾的签证，台湾不是中国的管辖范围，不言而喻。
So unable to obtain a visa to Taiwan at the China visa office, and it goes without saying that Taiwan is not under the jurisdiction of China.
话题牵动敏感神经，记新闻团队试图问路易斯，当时现场这名女性是谁，也遭到拒绝。
I asked Lewis who the woman was at the time in the office, but Lewis didn't want to answer that question.
I don't really want to answer this question because obviously I censored the video. I'm really aware of like what the Chinese Communist Party can do to people. These people could get into trouble.
影片的最后，路易斯在中国签证服务中心外挥舞中华民国的国旗，接连出现两名。
So at the end of the video, Lewis holds the Republic of China flag outside the visa office, and some security asked him to leave.
非裔男子要求他离开。虽然两人没有表明身份，但有一名亚裔男子将其中一人带回服务中心，就能推测这两个人应该和中方有关。
Although the two did not identify themselves, a visa office employee brought one of them back into the service centre, so it can be inferred that the two people work for the visa office.
Quite a lot of videos going around in the UK with the Taiwanese flag, and honestly, I've never really had any problems doing this.
事实上，路易斯曾在疫情期间来台工作2年，所以他绝对知道要去哪里办签证。他也说，希望在未来能有机会回来台湾体验看看解封后的日常生活。
So Lewis actually worked in Taiwan for 2 years during the pandemic, so he definitely knows where to go to apply for a visa for Taiwan. He also said that he hopes to have the opportunity to come back to Taiwan in the future to experience daily life after the lockdown is lifted.
台湾不是中国的一部分，台湾是台湾，台湾是一个自由的国家，我爱台湾。
Oh my god, that is embarrassing. Like, my Chinese there is awful. Please forgive me if anybody is listening who speaks fluent Mandarin, because oh my god, that was embarrassing. But anyway, I tried my best, and I rarely speak Chinese these days, or Mandarin, sorry. I like to call it Mandarin, not Chinese. So yeah, please forgive me. But I really want to go back to Taiwan, especially because I never got to see Taiwan, the sort of amazing Taiwan outside of the pandemic, because when I was there, the whole pandemic was in full swing. There was loads of restrictions, loads of like crazy ass laws, like wear the mask outside on the street, even though when you're not even near anybody else, you still had to wear a mask on the street or you would risk being fined. So I really want to go to the whole pandemic-free Taiwan and see what that's like. So yeah. Anyway, the video still getting views. I'm still happy with it. It's definitely the best video on my channel. And if you haven't seen it, go and watch it, please, because it's well worth a watch. It's a pretty hilarious video. Alrighty, let's move on.
立刻
下
载静新闻 App， 一手掌握新闻时事，尽善尽美，尽好新闻。
Go and subscribe. I've put a link to the video in the description of this live stream, so check it out if you've got some time. Okay, we are moving on. Alright. Let's just listen to Winnie the Pooh here make his little threat towards Taiwan. Let's have a listen.
祖国统一是历史必然， 两岸同胞要携手同心，共享民族复兴的伟大荣光。
面对台独势力分裂活动和外部势力干涉台湾事务的严重挑衅，我们坚决开展反分裂、反干涉重大斗争，展示了我们维护国家主权和领土完整、反对台独的坚强决心和强大能力。解决台湾问题是中国人自己的事，要由中国人来决定。
You didn't ask the people from Taiwan, though, did you?
我们坚持以最大诚意，尽最大努力，争取和平统一的前景，但绝不承诺。
Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry.
放弃使用武力，保留采取一切必要措施的选项。这针对的是外部势力干涉和极少数台独分裂分子
Man, and I thought I talked slow.
及其分裂活动，绝非针对
A very small number, like most of the population.
广大台湾同胞。国家统一、民族复兴的历史车轮滚滚向前，祖国完全统一一定要实现，也一定能够实现。
Okay, wow, well, I mean, that was great, wasn't it? It's a shame that he doesn't get the chance to go to Taiwan, right? I mean, isn't that funny that you've got this guy, this, the dictator of China, and he's claiming that Taiwan is a part of China's territory, and yet he can't even go to Taiwan. And if he does go to Taiwan, it's not going to be pleasant for him. Imagine being the leader, the leader of a country, and you can't go to that country? Or, sorry, not even a country, right? He calls it a province. And you can't even go there. That is ridiculous.
Oh my God.
That is just ridiculous. Anyway, let's get to the point, shall we? So we have Mr. Lai Ching Te, who is the president, the actual elected president of Taiwan, okay, which happened earlier on this year. He's really cool, actually. I really like him. And I don't usually say that about politicians, you know, but he's cool. He's a cool guy. He seems really cool. He seems really switched on. And I think the Taiwanese people are quite lucky to have him as their leader, because I'm looking at who's running the UK at the moment. But anyway, China generally, well, not generally, and when I say China, I mean the Chinese government. I don't know what the average Chinese person thinks of this guy, but the CCP, they see this guy as a troublemaker. They really, really do not like this guy at all, okay? They've gone on record accusing him of flagrantly promoting separatist fallacies and inciting cross-strait confrontation. These are their words. This is what some of the wolf warrior diplomats said about him. As you can see, look at these cartoons of him. This is all from China's state-run media publications. Here he is. Here's President Lai. By the way, his English name is William, so from now on, I'm just going to call him Will. Okay, so here's Will chasing the American dream. Look at him walking up there towards the White House. It's actually a shit cartoon, to be honest with you. And here's another one. Look, on his knees, begging to the Statue of Liberty, and it says, "Dog not admitted." Ah, dear. Pathetic. Here he is, just firing one of his citizens off into a cannon, as if to suggest that he doesn't give a crap about his people, and they're basically cannon fodder, right? Again, America handed him the match. He's sitting on a big keg of gunpowder. Taiwan Straits in the background there. These cartoons are just ridiculous, right? Here he is driving off of a cliff, Taiwan secessionism, in his little DPP. That's Democratic Progressive Party. That's his party, by the way. It's a pretty cool party, not like the Communist Party. That's like the worst party you could ever go to. And again, look, he's getting fired off on a bow and arrow there. Oh, let's get back to that one because it's stupid. Okay, look at that. China is the target. America is shooting the bow. I tell you, these political cartoons are just really pathetic. And you know what's really, really funny? For a government that doesn't like their leader even being compared to a cartoon character, you know, Winnie the Pooh, they sure like making cartoons about leaders of other countries, don't they? It's really just hilarious and so dumb. Oh my god. But yeah, this is the best one because obviously this is not a political cartoon from China, right? But you've got the Formosan bear, the Formosan black bear. That's a bear that's native to Taiwan, just crushing Winnie the Pooh there on the Taiwanese flag. That's a beautiful picture. So Anyway. Oh, and by the way, William Lai, my man William Lai, earlier in his career, he was a very strong advocate for Taiwanese independence, right? But of late, since he's become the leader of Taiwan, he's really, really trying to be more diplomatic. So he's kind of toned it down a little bit with the whole Taiwanese independence, and he's more about maintaining the status quo with China that's currently going on. So he's really just trying to emphasize Taiwan's de facto sovereignty rather than de jure sovereignty, okay? So when the guy was elected, he called for Chinese aggression to stop, and said that peace is the utmost important thing, which I totally agree with. And he told China to stop harassing Taiwan militarily, something obviously that China has been doing for years and years, for about 80 years now. It's a long time, isn't it? It's a long time, and they haven't invaded yet. I mean, what are they waiting for? It's because they know that the Taiwanese people do not want to be a part of communist China. Anyway, do you remember that whole ordeal that happened when Pelosi visited Taiwan in 2022, when China set up this naval blockade, they fired off missiles and that kind of thing? Man. And when William Lai was inaugurated, they did something similar where I think they sent like aircraft into Taiwan's air defense zone. It was basically just a little kid having a temper tantrum. Anyway, enough talk of the whole history of William Lai. I just wanted to fill you guys in on some of the important facts about him before we look at this interview which he did recently on TV in Taiwan. Okay, it's really, really interesting. Some of the stuff that he said is just amazing. To be frank, it's really amazing, and we're going to listen to it, and I'm going to translate it for you because I didn't have time to put subtitles on, I'm afraid. So let me get myself out of here so we can all see clearly. Oh gosh, here we go. Okay. All right, so here he is getting interviewed. Okay, and I will just translate it for you while we move along. Okay.
我们刚刚有一个共识。
We just had a consensus.
中国常常做借口嘛。
对啊。
China often makes excuses.
拿台湾的话，拿台湾
When it comes to Taiwan,
的事情当做借口。
对。
What happened in Taiwan, what China thinks about Taiwan, wants to invade Taiwan, is just used as an excuse.
那我们刚才讲到第一段落，就是说中国要攻打台湾，并吞台湾。
对。
So what we just talked about is that China wants to attack and conquer Taiwan.
不是因为台湾哪一个人、哪一个政党说了什么话、做什么事情。
And it's not because of what any person or political party in Taiwan says or does.
中国要并吞台湾，其实也不是为了领土的完整啊。
China's intention to conquer Taiwan is actually not for the sake of territorial integrity. Okay?
如果真的是为了领土的完整，他为什么不拿回俄罗斯占有的这个爱魂条约所签的那些土地呢？
没错。
If it was really for the sake of territorial integrity, why didn't China take back the lands that Russia owed to them when they signed the Treaty of Taiwan, I think it's called, okay? Which that treaty was signed in like 1958. Let me just get back on the screen. Sorry, it's important. It was signed in 1958 between the Russian Empire and the Qing dynasty. They redefined the border between the two countries, granting Russia control of the land north of the Amur River and China control of the land south of the river. In 1858, which is when it was signed, China signed over to Russia a vast tract of land, what is now Russia's far east to the Russian Empire, forming much of the present-day border along that river, okay? So, anyway, let's get back to it. Sorry about that. I just need to explain some things when we're moving on, you know. Okay, so let's see what else he's going to say.
现在俄罗斯是最弱的时候啊。
So right now, Russia is at its weakest point, you know, because of the whole war in Ukraine, right?
对不对？你清朝时期所签的爱魂条约，你中国现在
So the Treaty of Taiwan that was signed during the Qing dynasty
可以跟俄罗斯要啊，可是你也没有啊。
So you can ask Russia for it for the land back, but you didn't.
所以很显然，它不是因为领土的关系。
So obviously, it's not about the territory.
才要来侵略台湾。那它
It's about invading Taiwan.
侵略台湾的目的是何在？
So what's the purpose of invading Taiwan?
那就是想要改变这个以规则为基础的世界秩序啊。他想要在国际上，西太平洋或在国际上，来成就他的霸权嘛。这个才是。
Okay. So China just wants to change the rules-based order, the rules-based world order, and it wants to achieve dominance in the international arena in the Western Pacific. That is its real aim.
你很厉害耶！
So she's like, 你很厉害呀 You're great. You are great.
知道，因为最近那个
Because you know that. Because of
后社的独家，还有一些这个美国印太司令就说，你有没有
Because of the recent Reuters exclusive.
注意到中国经济现在非常差哈，但是
Okay, right now, the U.S. Indo-Pacific commander said that China's economy is very poor.
还是一样，在这个所谓的我们的台湾海。
But it's the same in this so-called Taiwan
它叫做这个太平洋西侧这边很多的军事的这个动作。
It's called the west side of the Pacific Ocean.
它就是有这么一个想法。
对，我是说它如
There's been many military actions. And it just has this one idea to invade, right?
如果真的只是要拿台湾
If it's true, they just want to take... if it's true, they just want to take Taiwan.
他不必在东海、南海扩军呢
It doesn't need to expand its military presence in the East and South China Sea.
他也不必跟俄罗斯进行联合军演，除了
Nor does it have to talk to Russia
在台湾海峡，也到日本
and conduct joint military exercises, except in the Taiwan Strait, and they also go to the Sea of
所以我们大家
Japan.
看得很清楚，所以我也
So we can all see clearly.
希望在野党也能够看得清楚。
So I hope the opposition parties can also see this clearly. He means the Kuomintang.
我们当然，我们希望两岸能够和平发展，和平。
So of course we hope both sides of the Taiwan Strait can develop peacefully.
是最高的原则。
Peace is the highest principle.
也是人民追求的价值。
And is also the value pursued by the people.
政府有责任确保台海的和平稳定。
The government has a responsibility to ensure peace and stability across the Taiwan Strait.
但是方法要对。
方法要对。
But the method has to be the right method.
而且要有尊严，对不对？
And you have to have dignity, right? So he has just called out China. Let me get on the screen. So that was fantastic. That was amazing. He has basically just called out China, saying that China only wants to take Taiwan because it wants to assert dominance in the whole world. And this is a real stark warning from my buddy Will that China will not stop at Taiwan. They want to take back Taiwan because they don't want to lose face. But they won't stop at Taiwan. No. And it's clearly not just some territorial thing, right? I mean, because, as he said, why isn't China harassing Russia to get that land back? It's about showing dominance. It's about showing that China is capable of invading another country like Taiwan. And yep, Taiwan is a country, by the way. Okay? It's about asserting its dominance, showing the Western countries, and hopefully the Western countries won't let that happen, and that they'll offer Taiwan protection, which is what Taiwan needs right now. It needs to know that the Western countries will not allow China to do this, because although Taiwan is a strong country, it might not be able to repel China's invasion, right? So they really do need the support of other countries, which is part of why I do all of this stuff on YouTube, you know, trying to spread Taiwan's word throughout here in the UK or to an international audience if I can. It's a bit of a struggle sometimes, but, you know, I feel strongly and that Taiwan is definitely not a part of China. And if China invades Taiwan, then that is horrible. And if we just sit there and let them do it, then that's even worse, because that is a democracy that's just similar. Well, it's very similar. In fact, it's better than our countries. Like, Taiwan has a way, way better democracy than the UK. And there's evidence of that. You can see it all over the place. And if China invades Taiwan and we let this dictatorship do that, this communist dictatorship, whatever the hell you want to call it, okay? A country that doesn't let its own people give its own people freedom of speech, or, you know, you can't even criticize the leader of the country. What kind of a country is that? So they already get away with so much with their bullshit propaganda. So are we going to let them get away with this too? So when William Lai talks about this, he has an amazing point. And man, it was good to hear him actually say all of this. And I hope that people all around the world were listening and they take note of what he's saying, because it's extremely important. Extremely important. Okay, rant over. Thank you guys so much for putting up with me today. We had a bit of a terrible start to the stream, didn't we? Where my microphone wasn't even working. I had to punch it to make it work again. But yeah, thank you guys for putting up with me. It's been a bit of a not the best stream ever, I know, because there was a lot of like pausing and translating, but I think that's important for you guys to know what he's saying, especially if you don't understand Mandarin. That's what I'm here for, to translate stuff for you and hopefully give you a better idea of what's going on. So yeah, anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Now I'm going to have a look at the chat. I have been ignoring it throughout this whole stream. So let me have a look at it now, and let's see if you guys have anything interesting to say, or if you have anything you want to talk about. Okay, so let's read the chat. Yes, I am reading the chat. Okay. Let's see, is there like some sort of woo-mao in here or something? I don't know. I say if there is a woo-mao in here, we just let them stay, because it's quite funny, right? We can rip the shit out of them. Okay. So, let's see. Okay, I'm going to start reading now. So, guys, please, if you've got anything to ask me, now is the time, okay? Because this is what we do at the end of a stream. I think I got a super chat earlier, so I'd like to say thank you. Yes, thank you so much. Okay. So let's see. Jasmine says it's all about TP. What is TP? Let's see. Okay guys, I'm not seeing much action in the chat, which means I might just have to end the stream. So come on, give me something. Let's see if this thing's even working. Like, hello. Okay, everybody's laughing. Oh, TP is toilet paper. Oh, is that like, I remember, what's his name? Was it Beavis and Butthead? He's like, I am Cornholio, and I need TP for my bumhole. Right? Do you remember that one? Okay. Somebody asked a question. Great. Okay, that's good. I like questions. So the question is, are you planning to cover China's influence on UK school textbooks? Well, I don't know anything about the UK school textbooks, I'm afraid. So if you can give me some info about that, then I would be glad to consider covering it, because that could be interesting. Click All Night says, sitting in traffic listening. Sorry, that's okay, man. Thanks for listening. Appreciate it. And that sucks that you have to sit in traffic. So hopefully you'll get through that soon. Sitting in. Okay, Lewis is going to read the chat, and it's about TP. Well, we did talk about toilet paper earlier, so I guess I'm kind of the one who instigated that, unfortunately. Hey, do you guys like my Hawaiian shirt, by the way? Like, I figured because the summer is almost over, I would at least needed to rock the Hawaiian shirt once. So here it is. Okay, and what do you think about the way the studio's looking here? Let me get it onto the other camera. Look, does it look cool? Do you like this? What do you think about it? I'm starting to get more sort of decorations up here on the door. I think it's looking kind of cool, right? And I got one of these things as well for the background. I'm gonna start getting like more little ornaments and stuff, but yeah, this is pretty cool. It's one of these cats, lucky cats that you see everywhere. And if you see on the, sorry, the camera's there. I was looking at the GoPro. Yeah, if you see on the arm there, it says Jiao Cai Jin Bao, which means like to attract wealth. So hopefully this will help me get the money, right? No, that's not the idea of it. I just thought it looked cool. Let's have a look. Yeah, this is like a proper vintage Hawaiian shirt from the 60s, actually. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Okay. The studio looks cool. Looks 80s. Thank you, John. Appreciate that. That's the whole idea. We want to look 80s because I am from the 80s. Okay. It's all about if there is TP in public toilets in China. There is in Taiwan, actually. And that's no lie. I can tell you, anyone in Taiwan can tell you that you'll find toilet paper in the toilets. Mike Stewart says, all good, brother. I'm mainly here for the info. That's cool, mate. Thank you very much. Your shirt is pretty cool. Yep. British GCSE textbooks remove Taiwan references after CCP complaints. That is ridiculous. So we need to call that shit out, right? So, yeah. I'll look into it, man, because that pisses me off. Okay. I like the lightning. What? Oh, the lighting. Yeah. Sorry, I read lightning. I was like, where's the lightning? Yeah, the lighting. It looks all right, doesn't it? I got. Oh yeah, that's new as well. That light there. So I guess last time it was red, and I didn't like the red because it was too CCP like. Kind of made me want to go. And then it made me want to go. You know what I mean? That red light. Okay, how about a William Lai bobblehead? Yeah, you know, that would be pretty cool because I'm pretty sure that if you had a Xi Jinping bobblehead, you'd get arrested and thrown in prison if you were in China. But yeah, William Lai bobblehead, that would be awesome. Okay, Barry says, very cool. Jasmine, when will you do another walkabout? Sure, I can do another walkabout. You mean like do you want it live or do you just want it recorded? Because I can do both, but I assume you mean live. Yeah, maybe next week. Maybe next week we'll take a break from these sit-down live streams and we'll do one out and about somewhere. That might be more interesting. Cool. Mike Stewart says Taiwan #1. Jasmine says, what is the tattoo on your wrist? This one. It's like a swallow kind of thing. Don't know if you can see it very clearly, but yeah. Let's do it on the GoPro. Hold on, I'll change the... There it is, look. Yay. I got that done when I was in Taiwan, actually. My friend Josh is a tattooist and he's very good. So yeah, he did that one for me and it was a cover-up because I had a really shitty tattoo there before. So yeah. Jasmine says, are you teaching now? Am I teaching now? No, I'm not. Okay. Falco, you've done 3 classic videos on leaving the flag at official Chinese buildings. Is there going to be a 4th? Well, we will see. We will see. I've got a video tomorrow for you guys. I know the channel members and patrons have seen it already. But, yeah. I don't know if there's going to be another Taiwan flag one. I might have some good news for in the future for this channel, though. I'm not going to talk about it now, but when I know more about it, I will be making some sort of announcement. But yeah, it's going to be some real cool news, so stay tuned because I don't know. And no, it's not a sparrow, it's a swallow. That's what the bird is, yeah. Jasmine says, either, but I love the live ones. Cool, I'll try and do a live one. I might even try and find Dr. K and do something with him. Because his live streaming with him is always fun. Okay, guys. Anywho, we have been going for an hour now, so I'm about done. There's not much else to really talk about. Oh, we've got LV2. Oh, is that from Alien? Is that a reference from Alien? LV2021, or is that Prometheus? It's the planet from Alien, right? Anyway, so LV2021 says, just wondering, why is your accent so clear to understand comparing to some local people I often meet in the pub? Where are you from then? If you're meeting people in the pub, where are you from? Are you from Taiwan or? Yeah, I don't know. Like, my accent is clear because I think that's just something that came from being an English teacher for so long is that you just learn to speak clearly. And when I'm doing these live streams and videos, it's almost like I'm kind of in teacher mode doing a presentation. So you have to speak clearly when doing that. Otherwise, people aren't going to like be able to understand what the hell you're talking about. So yeah, I guess that's why. And I think it's also like from living abroad for so long as well, and just being around like lots of people from all over the place. So I've kind of like picked up this weird sort of American sort of British accent, and it's just a weird accent. Everybody, you know, when I go out like and I just talk to a stranger, sometimes they say, "Are you from America?" I'm like, no, not at all. Okay, so anyway, that's why. So Jasmine, will you be doing any collaborations soon? Hopefully, yeah, hopefully. Not anytime soon though. I haven't got anything planned, but you never know. Like, you never know what's gonna happen. That's the amazing thing about doing YouTube, and being in the position that I'm in at the moment, is that you never know what's gonna happen. Like I remember, you know, like 8 months ago, before the whole Pianogate happened, right? The channel wasn't doing very well. It was kind of like losing its audience, and then all of a sudden the Pianogate thing happened, and wow, everything just got so much better. And I went and collaborated with another YouTuber. There's always Stan from Poland who's around as well, who's an awesome guy. There's always a chance of me and him doing videos together, and I'm sure there's going to be more and more collaborations, but nothing planned at the moment. Okay, let's see. A live walkabout with Dr. K would be cool. Yeah, I agree. He's an interesting guy. A very nice guy as well. Always been very, very supportive of me and this channel, so yeah, he's a good guy to know. A very, very good guy. LV is from Taiwan and you work in London. Oh, that's awesome. Hope you're enjoying your time here. Barry the Super Scott, I can attest to the English teacher clear talking. Exactly, man. You kind of just have to do it, don't you? And it rubs off and it becomes your accent. Okay, Sid Vicious, man, I'm so happy the videos are going viral. Thanks, mate. I'm not sure if viral is the correct word, because I guess it did in Taiwan, right? I mean, lots of people, they reposted it and they made their own videos talking about it. So I guess, yeah, I'm proud of it. I'm proud of that video. I think it's great. Jasmine, thanks for the stream. Go back and read the chat for fun. Yeah, I will when I'm finished. Do I follow Chopsticks and Trains? Yeah, I follow Chopsticks and Trains. Yeah, I watch his videos. I think he just put out a new one today, which I haven't watched, but I'll definitely be watching it later on. I think he's a cool guy. Yeah, Mike says he's got good content. Yeah, you're right. His content's better than mine, to be honest with you. I think he deserves more subscribers. He really puts himself out there, and it's quite risky for him, actually, considering he's still in China. So, and I know that he's very, he's kind of doesn't show his identity or ever film himself, and there's a reason for that, you know. But yeah, he's cool. He's cool. Dig Into China is a good channel for in-depth information. I haven't seen that channel, but I'll check it out. I will check it out. I hope you guys like my stuff as well. I know that it's like more of like, it's, you know, I'm not like a political commentator or anything like that. I'm just an average guy who lived in China, lived in Taiwan, and just knows a little bit about those two countries and makes videos. But I hope you guys enjoy watching anyway, you know, like, and I do appreciate everyone for watching. So thank you guys so much, you know. But I know that I'm not a political commentator, I'm a geopolitical analyst, you know what I mean? But I think that my content is good, and I think my strengths are, you know, being quite funny and having a laugh with it, and the editing as well is usually my strong point. So I do have stuff to offer. And yeah, Mike, thanks. I'm not selling myself short. I'm just being truthful, you know what I mean? And I appreciate you guys supporting me as well, you know, especially you guys on Patreon and the channel members. You guys are amazing, and yeah, you guys are helping this channel get better and better every time. So, you know, every month the channel is getting better and better. I mean, can you believe that in the last 2 weeks I have had 5,000 new subscribers? That's amazing. You know, anything is possible. Anything is possible on YouTube if you just keep trying hard and you keep putting yourself out there and just being persistent and making the videos that you want to make. Anything is possible. You can get there, you know. And I know I'm not there yet, but 5,000 new subscribers in 2 weeks, that is amazing. I can't believe it. I was over the moon when I saw that. Anyway, the satire aspect of your channel is fun too, Lewis. Yeah, that is true. Thank you, John. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate it. Barry, always a pleasure, Lewis. Cheers, my man. You too, mate. Hopefully we can meet up soon. I'm still in the middle of trying to make a plan for that. It's just quite expensive to get up there, isn't it? Okay, you do a good job. Thank you, Jasmine. And I'm not fishing for compliments here, by the way, guys, because that's lame. But it's nice to know that, you know, some people do care about my videos and that I'm making even just a tiny impact. Just a tiny impact it's really, really nice to know. So let's see. Did we mention China update? No, I haven't seen that channel either. Mike says that's awesome. Okay, brilliant. Here's for another 5k subscribers. Hopefully, yeah. I want to get this channel up to at least 100,000 if I can. I know that's a lot to ask for, but I think my videos are worth it. So we'll see. JD, thank you so much for the super chat, mate. Appreciate it. JD is one of these guys who's been there right from the start when I was in Taiwan almost 4 years ago. It's crazy to think that I first went to Taiwan 4 years ago. Man, I've been doing this YouTube thing for a while now. We've got to get more subscribers. We've got to get more views. Mike Stewart says, I share your videos with my 2 teenagers and they spread it today. Well, that's really sweet of you, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I mean, I'm sure your teenagers are like, who the hell is this douche? JD, sorry for the lack of a message with my super chat. That's fine, mate. Don't you worry about it. Just thank you so much. Barry says, yeah, if you can't make it up, it's completely yeah, dude, I want to make it up because I want to do a video with you. Like, I think it would be cool, like, do a collaboration like that, you know. But oh, by the way, guys, if you want to see videos out of Taiwan, obviously I'm not there anymore. I'm not putting out content in Taiwan, but we've got Barry the Super Scott. You can see him in the chat. And let me leave a link to his channel. Hold on, because I don't allow people to post links in my in my chat, because I usually get spammed with idiots leaving stupid links. So I will find his channel. Why is that not coming up then? Come on. There he is. I'm going to put a link to his channel in the chat now. Everybody, please go and subscribe to him. So there's the link. Go and subscribe to Barry's channel and watch his videos for me. Do it for me, because he's a cool guy. He lives in Taiwan. He makes like travel type videos, and he's like rode around most of Taiwan on a scooter. And his videos are pretty cool. I like some of the shots that he gets, you know. And if you want to see what Taiwan looks like and see all of the different parts of Taiwan, it's a very good little series that he's got on there. So go and check him out. Go and subscribe. watch his videos. We need to get his watch time up, and we need his subscribers up as well. So go on. Why not? You want to see stuff from Taiwan? Awesome. John just subscribed. Sid Vicious just subscribed. Is everybody right now go and subscribe? Turn off this live stream and go and subscribe to Barry's channel. All right, guys. Well, anyway, I'm definitely going now. But once again, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. Every Thursday, 8 o'clock GMT, that's Greenwich Mean Time here in the UK, we are doing the Free China live stream where we talk about all of the crazy stuff going on in China, and we criticize the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party. And why do we do that? Because the people in China can't, so why not do it here? Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now. Wow, thank you so much, Jasmine, for that super chat. That is awesome.